And recently the Hamas leader was assassinated. This was kind of interesting. Let me pull this one up. Innocent Britons were named as hitmen when their identities were stolen by Mossad hit squad. 6 Britons thrust into the center of an international murder plot have told they are in fear for their lives. They were named as the killers of a leading official of the Palestinian paramilitary group Hamas, who was executed in an audacious hit with all the hallmarks of a spy novel. It has emerged their identities had been stolen by the real assassins who are believed to be agents of the feared Israeli Secret Service, the Mossad. See, what happened here is you got identities, passports being found, and you got people from Ireland, or I think they were Irish, going, wait a minute, I'm not a Mossad killer. I'm alive. I had nothing to do with this. I wasn't on that plane when it flew into the World Trade Center. Look, I'm still here. Wait a minute, that's the wrong passport story. The Irish are, denying this, and of course the Mossad's pretty much caught in a big scam on this one. And here's the typical Mossad hit. They do their work, and then they leave behind passports like Mohammed Atta's at the scene. Everyone finds it, pieces it back together. It's like a paint by numbers picture. It's like, here, we'll give you the colors and we'll give you the numbers. You fill it in and tell us what you see. And it paints the perfect picture for them, but this time it looks like they're getting busted on this. So that's good news there.
Yeah, a lot of these operations are falling apart, like the Christmas Day bomber, the underwear bomber guy there. Their whole story is falling apart. It's been exposed that he had help getting in with the sharp-dressed man. We went over this on the shows before, but a lot of these operations are falling apart, are being exposed for the things that these people do, and the Mossad is no different. They're starting to be exposed for their underhanded dealings. I did want to back up a little bit there when you were talking about Deborah Medina. She did say that she thought that everybody had the right to think what they wanted to about 9/11. If they thought it was an inside job, that was their right to, and anybody who worked under her had the right to have free thought and had the right to think whatever they wanted to. But yeah, asking questions is dangerous. That's why they're so afraid of the 9/11 truthers and this whole patriot movement, and that's why Glenn Beck and his little disinfo freaking agent that he is, and the little spineless little scumbag that he is, had to, the whole Republican Party had to take over and infiltrate the whole whole Tea Party movement there, because this was originally started. One of the original founders was Ron Paul. I like Ron Paul. I like Alex Jones. I even like Deborah Medina a little bit, but Ron Paul is now being ousted by his own Tea Party, which he used to be a major player in, and it's just really strange how the whole right-wing, conservatives have this whole neocon have taken over the Tea Party, and all these people that want to come out and protest, taxed enough already. Now we got Glenn Beck, we've got O'Reilly calling for more taxes, 2% tax, or taxes are good, and totally the opposite of the message that the Tea Party people were bringing out in the first place. And I don't know, I just think it's really weird how any big movement that they say that they see is getting a lot of power and a lot of influence out there and a lot of massive people behind, they're going to have to infiltrate and totally corrupt and turn completely the other direction. Do you agree on that, Dominic?
Oh, absolutely. And You know, so I can't remember who said it, but it said what we should do is infiltrate the Republican Party or something like that, and I couldn't disagree with that more. We have to define our
who's the guy that's a commentator on Fox that used to be I think he was one of Bush's right-hand guys, and then he left in shame, and I think there's even congressional subpoenas for him to come in and testify, and he just says, screw you, I ain't showing up. I can't remember his name.
God, I'm drawing a blank.
Roe.
Yeah.
This is a channel that has Roe on there. I can't even think of his full name now, but
Karl Rove.
Karl Rove. Now this is a dirty son of a gun there. That's a total corrupt criminal. Won't even show up for congressional subpoenas to testify on certain stuff. He just says, I'm not showing up. And I think there's been 3 or 4 of them, man, that he just, forget you, you know. Who cares what the people, you know, who cares what Congress says, you know. Who cares what the Senate, you know, what they say. You know, but this is the channel that has Karl Rove on there, and that just goes to show you what kind of people Fox is dealing with, and you know whose side they're really on. So that's all I've got to say about that. But I just couldn't think of the guy's name.
Yeah, he's someone else. Karl Rove is someone else who was confronted by We Are Change, and once again showing that the truth movement isn't dangerous. I mean, no one harmed him in any way, and proving how stupid Al Qaeda is and can't find them, but yet We Are Change. People like us who just kind of walk out of our house with video cameras can track them down. I mean, they tracked him down and called him, said he's going to trade or he's going to be charged with treason and everything else, which I guess when you go around and tell these people, hey, we're awake, that's when you become dangerous to the system.
Well, yeah, because you're asking questions, man. Karl Rove don't want people asking him questions, exposing him for the dirty, lying dog that he is. You know what I mean? And that's why the 9/11 truth movement and this whole patriot movement is dangerous, because we ask questions and we're awake to what's going on, and we're awake to the corruption and the dirty, underhanded dealings that these people do, and we're not afraid to walk up and shout in their face that they're a traitor and that they will be exposed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Something else that happened. That's fine. Something else this week, South Dakota Governor Mike Rounds was he accepted a new position appointed by Obama inside the what are they calling it now? The Governor's Council. The executive order created the Governor's Council, and because there is no such thing as a coincidence, it's no coincidence that decades ago the federal government agreed to a mandate by United Nations to consolidate from 50 states into 10 federal regions. And it is no wonder in the process that has been going on behind the scenes that our 50 states have lost most of their once constitutionally sovereign power over the intrusion of the federal authority. Now, as we find ourselves in the full-blown execution phase of the United Nations plans for our country, that we behold a presidential executive order to appoint 10 governors to a new council that has been formalized. To further illustrate the significance of these 10 appointments to this council of governors as it relates to the known 10 federal regions, which were originally created by yet another executive order, number 11647 by President Nixon on February 14th, 1972. The 10 regions, to find out what region you're going to be in, I'm in Region 3. But Region 1 is going to be Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Region 2 will be New York, New Jersey, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. Region 3 is going to be Delaware, D.C., Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. 4 is going to be Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, North and South Carolina, and Tennessee.